Hello everyone, today's video is the first one in the Practical Witchcraft series. Today I'm going to be talking about altars, more specifically how you can set them up. Now remember, there's many Wiccans, I am just one Wiccan, and every Wiccan sets up their altar differently. Okay, this is my altar. Kind of rather low in supplies right now. Got my smudging sticks in here. And then got some of my crystals in here along with an herb grinder and my crystal plugs and another smudging stick. It's all in here. And then in here are my tarot cards, some essential oils, some more crystals, my salt. Up here I have a mirror that I use for divination and shadow work. Then of course we have your God candle, or your goddess candle, your God candle. And this is your personal candle that represents yourself within the spell. And then whatever energy you were working with. I was recently working with protection, so there's a purple candle in there. Any books I might be using, along with my Book of Shadows, it has all my actual spells and all that kind of stuff in it. Glass jar to put your moon water in, or you can even just use sink water. And then statue of Isis, which is my matron. Statue of Osiris, which is my patron. And then in here, there's just some ritual jewelry. And here is all of my candles, as well as all of my tea lights. Over on this side, we have some of my herbs that I use more frequently. This is a big storage container filled with some of my more commonly used herbs. Up here is where I keep all my incense, which I need to reorder some. And up here is just a bamboo plant, a representation of Bali, and a candle holder. And over here, we have my books. We just moved to a new apartment, so I had to pull out quite a bit more of my books. This is all I have over here at the moment. As well as 2 books I have in the living room. Alright, now we're going to get more into how you set up an altar. Okay, in the Wiccan altar, you have a female side and a male side. So on the female side for me, instead of having them set up in the elements with the air, fire, water, and earth, I have everything that represents on the goddess side on the left side. The cauldron would be on the goddess side because it is shaped like a womb. Air, for me, is on the goddess side because it's light and delicate, as well as water belongs on the female side. And then I also have a feather here to represent air. And then in the middle, I like to have a representation of the pentacle. And then also, I do feel called to the Tree of Life symbol as well. So when I found this, I just had to get it. And then, of course, we have what I call your astral candle, which is your candle that represents yourself. I am a Leo, so red, which would also be a representation as a fire, which would kind of correlate into the God side for the strength and the power and the passion that does come in with fire. And then on the God side, we have your working candle, which also I call your objective candle, which would be, of course, just, you know, any energies that you're trying to work with. If you're trying to work with healing, you can put red here, or green. If you're working with protection, you can get purple or gold. You know, anything that you really need to. Money, you can have green. And then also have a representation of Earth, along with a quartz crystal, which is an offering to Osiris. And then next I have my wand. I made this wand myself. I did have a store-bought wand and I used it, you know, for about 1.5 years, and I just felt like I wasn't getting that good readings with it, and I feel like I'm getting so much better readings out of one that I've created my own. And then, like I said, you know, you can keep your books. I like the way this is set up because I have storage here. Then you keep your books here and here, and then they're kind of out of your working way. And then if you really wanted to, you could set something up right there to kind of like prop it up right there. So you could sit there and read it while you're doing everything. And then I would use this actual area, maybe move stuff a little bit. This actual area right here as my working area. You know, if I'm crushing up herbs or making a resin or a bark or doing tarot readings, or maybe even like a pendulum reading. And then, you know, you could also, I like to do this sometimes for some of my bigger candle rituals, do like a soap sigil or a soap circle on top of the altar, and then set up your candles accordingly. And then, you know, by then you could have, you know, your cauldron up on this on the other side, or, you know, whatever you need up on the ledges and out of your way so you have more room to work with. Setting up your altar is not a one thing will work. It's what calls to you, what can work for you, what makes everything more fluid for you. So move stuff around a little bit, experiment where you like stuff, you know, and add shelves and different things that, you know, you can reach while you're working. Like if, like, let's say I'm in this book and I'm working on, you know, like a resin or something, and I see that I need something else and I don't remember exactly what I need, I can reach over here and grab my herb book and then pull it over and do that while I'm working, so I don't have to leave the circle.